Suarez and Lemos, man. Suarez and Lemos. A lot of questions got answered from the Weili fight from both ladies. Do I have to say it? Oh man, should I say it? I like both of them, but look, Weili is their mom, man. Like it's just how it is, right? We just gonna be real, man. Like Weili went in there and she put the law down on both of them. You know, Weili showed you how important it is to be like water, right? Like don't be a boat coming around Weili, man, because you're gonna get shipwrecked. You know, Weili put that work in. Yes, Paul. Paul said Weili's daughters. Yeah, we had to say it. Weili's daughters. Weili's daughters. Okay. I hate to say it, but yeah, it's true. I mean, Weili didn't lose a round against either of them, right? Between both of these fighters, Weili won 10 rounds. 10 rounds. And I have to bring all this up, man, like not to be funny, but I'm just saying, like, just to say, like, where they really both stand in a division that's evolving them, man. You know, that's just straight evolving, man. Like they really lacked that ability to switch it up. Like what was going on in there? Like especially Lemos. Like Lemos hadn't had as many injuries as Suarez. Like I'm gonna cut a little bit more slack on Suarez because you know of her inactivity and a lot of stuff going on, but Lemos, she was in the groove. You know, she was in the groove, fighting, being active, watching what Zhang Weili was doing. But a lot of stuff that you hear fighters say, like when they training and they getting prepared and they doing this and they doing that, it wasn't coming through in the fight. You know, like again, two beasts, lack of a jab, right? Lack of a jab. There was no jab in there from Lemos, you know, in a couple of her fights. You know, even leading up to the Weili fight. And lack of takedown defense, lack of footwork, a lot of different things in there just showed me that sometimes getting stuck in one gear, you know, being a specialist, right, is going to be your downfall. Suarez, you know, Suarez, she's in a position where she should have been before the Weili fight. So again, that's why I kind of cut a little slack here because of injuries, and now she's doing a fight that I want to see her. I wanted to see her in. I wanted to see her fight Dern, Verna, or Amanda. At least two or three, at least two out of three of them fights. I wanted to see where Suarez stood by fighting one of them, two of them at least, because that probably would have answered some questions about, you know, how well her striking had come along, man. But going into the Weili fight, man, that showed you, wow, her striking is not championship level. You know, her well-rounded is not championship level right now. So even with both of these two fighters right here at the top, let's say if Weili didn't move up, I think even after a win here, like it would really be tough to say either one of them could get right back in there for a title shot at any point because there was so many levels apart from what Weili was doing. Yeah, Weili said she the ocean, you know? Weili's the ocean. You can't come in there and, you know, come in there in your little canoe or what is it? What is it called? A dinghy? You can't come up in there in the little dinghy boat and think you're going to ride these waves like that. Nah, you can't ride the waves in there like that, man. You got to come in there stronger. Like you get flooded. So even like going into this fight here, I'm really just taking it as a fight that I find to be entertaining and growing as far as a couple of levels. But whoever wins this fight, I still need to see like a little win streak put together. I mean, what do y'all think? Y'all agree? Like whoever wins this fight, I need to see a win streak put together before a title shot comes into play. Like Suarez, if she wins this fight convincingly, she still got to, you know, she's got to at least put another 2-3 wins together. Same thing with Lemos getting older too, but I'm just saying like at least Lemos got to get at least 2 or 3 and look good, man. Like, seriously, you got to stop some of these contenders coming up. You got to stop Jillian Robinson from coming up. I mean, whoever. You got to fight Yan Zhang, both of them, So, and that's just me talking. But now that the champion is gone too, they'll probably throw one of these fighters in there sooner than that. Because much like Dern said, Dern admitted, like, I'm not ready for Weili, but I'll fight Werner for the belt, right? So I think a lot of these fighters are in that same position. Like, they can fight for a belt as long as it's not in Weili's hands, Same way Dern said that. I think that's kind of where I stand with fighters like Suarez and Lemos. Like, they could win. Whoever could win this fight, they could go ahead and say, all right, yeah, I'll fight Werner Dern winner, But they can't do that with Weili. They just can't. Let's see. Marcus said Lemos will need a jab and she will need to do better with defending takedowns. Yeah. Two things she needs to do, but two things it's almost like she refuses to do, Marcus. It's almost like she refuses to do it, man. I be screaming, man. Like, I don't be screaming, but I'm just saying, like, I be saying that when I'm watching these fights. I be saying it when I be here on these live streams, man. Like, how hard is that, man? Like, if Lemos jab, like, if she just had like a good straight Joanna type of jab and just surprise fighters with that power, she would knock more people out, man. Like, she didn't even get a knockdown on Weili, though. That's what's crazy. Like, Weili dropped her with the right hand, So I just think that lack of two weapons there is what cost her in these fights. Jab and a takedown defense. Jab and a good sound sprawl, because I think Suarez is going to be coming in there strong. Thing when Suarez does take some power shots, she's gonna come in there strong, man. She's gonna be looking to get this fight straight to the ground. Like, I think Suarez is definitely working on her striking, but she's not gonna spend too many rounds on the feet here because it's too risky, Easy said, I also think Suarez's confidence is shot. She went from it girl to target. You said you think Lemos wins this fight. Okay. Dang, everybody said I'll go with Lemos too. Oh, shoot. Let me look at that poll I put up, man. Well, y'all are in the minority there. 83% for Suarez, 17% for Lemos. I'm not picking this fight. I'm not. I'm gonna watch this fight. I'm just gonna sit back and watch this fight. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna pull a BJ like BJ did on that Dakota and Samika Inaba fight. He knew Dakota was gonna whoop Samika, but he was like, I'm gonna just watch this fight. I ain't picking. So I'm gonna do the same thing here. I'm gonna say Lemos and Suarez. I'm not gonna pick in this fight. I'm gonna take a page out of my Aaron and Tyler. Aaron and Tyler matchup. I don't think I'll pick in this one. Easy says Suarez seems like a pipe dream these days. I mean, the same thing could be said with Suarez. I mean, not Suarez, but Lemos too, The same thing could be said with Lemos, really. Like, I mean, just when I think she can grapple, she getting submitted by Andrade and Werner, Just when I think she gonna knock a girl out, she getting outstruck. So I think the same thing can be said on both here. That's why I think that neither one of them are really going to be like championship material here or title contender off of this fight. 2B said, do you think it's a lack of work? Wait, do you think it's lack or work? Oh, do you think it's a lack of work ethic or lack of funds for one-on-one training for takedown defense? I think it depends, man. Like, I think sometimes it could be a lack of funds, especially when you see like the same people in training. I think sometimes unfortunately, we don't know everybody's financial situation. Some fighters might try to cut corners and they try to work with what they have. So the things that we say they need or they really should be seeking, it's like they can't get it sometimes, right? Because it comes with payment. Especially where you training at too. Like if you training in a certain place and you don't ever want to leave there, then you ain't gonna really get people to come to you unless you paying them big money or unless you paying for the ticket to go wherever it is. So I think sometimes it's a lack of funds, because I hate to say lack of work ethic, because some of these fighters be working, but sometimes that work ethic might just be comfort too, and just want to work on what they want to work on, and that's it. But yeah, I guess it kind of depends on who the person is, who the fighter is in this situation. Air might said Bertolso will replace her older sister Amanda Lemos in the roster soon. Yeah, yeah. Might pick up where she left off too. Yeah. So with that, I think I'm not. I'm gonna go and watching this fight. I'm gonna just watch this fight here. I am not gonna pick. Okay.